Singapore is a city-state located near the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula in Southeast Asia. Founded in 1819 as a British trading colony, it came a long way to become an independent, wealthy, modern, and dynamic business unit. Although it has European roots, today Singapore is primarily a fascinating cultural mix of Malaysian, Indian, and Chinese influences. Singapore is mainly a hot climate, exotic food, and the region's shopping and entertainment centre. It's also one of the richest countries in the world, called the Switzerland of Asia. Nowadays, Singapore has grown to be associated with safety and quality, and strict adherence to laws. This unique place on Earth has been chosen as the headquarters of the company founded in 2008 by Dr. Lim Bon Chong, and its flagship product is a unique preparation named Purtier. Since ancient times, people have been searching for a lifestyle that satisfies the conditions of perfect health. Everyone wants to find a perfect combination. Undoing the effects of the passage of time was the dream of many people, hence the search for the elixir of youth and the panacea of health. In the past, technologies had several limitations. Today, after years of research and development of numerous technologies, the dream of people who want to live in good health and look young becomes a reality. The human body is made up of more than 50 trillion cells, and their gradual aging is the main cause of biological aging of the whole organism and the basis of diseases of old age. Discovering the benefits of cell therapy is not just a great breakthrough in medical technology, it changes our perception of modern medicine. This is the only method so far very safe and effective in reversing the aging process, and helpful in regaining vitality and good health. Since the very beginnings, eating bone marrow and animal placentas and antlers for the highest health benefits was recorded up to 100 years before our time. Today, stem cell therapy can be used in the form of injections, surgical transplantation, or other invasive procedures. Among them are cell therapies in Switzerland, as the most famous and popular method of rejuvenation. Despite their exorbitant prices, many presidents, politicians, entrepreneurs, and celebrities take advantage of these methods to keep their youthful appearance and restore youth and vitality. Stem cell therapy is becoming an increasingly common method, but their use is limited. With the advances in medical technology, consumers can now rely on a simple and effective Purtier therapy, with the extracts of living stem cells to live longer and gain better health. Aging population, inappropriate diet, inevitable stress, and pollution are the main causes of deadly diseases and lead to the regression of modern medicine. The scourge of civilization, degenerative, inflammatory, and cancerous diseases have reached an unprecedented high level of occurrence. This already concerns us all: breast, lung, colon cancer, cerebral stroke, Alzheimer's disease, diabetes, lung, kidney, and heart diseases. 20th century civilization has exceeded all bounds of reason. It destroyed the Earth's global biosphere, the climate, and reached into the DNA. As a result of the changes in the environment and ubiquitous toxins, pathogens, and foreign proteins are formed, i.e. viruses, fungi, and bacteria that mutate. They are also changing, destroying us and our entire population. Therefore, the old, good, proven pharmacological methods, which we had available years ago, can simply be ineffective today. Only state-of-the-art solutions and technologies can handle new, mutated, harmful microorganisms and toxins. The Purtier therapy is the answer to the challenges of our time. Manufactured at Alpha Laboratories in New Zealand, in one of the most technologically advanced pharmaceutical plants in the world, employing several hundred outstanding specialists, As a result of the constant pursuit of innovation, the Purtier therapy in its latest version got a completely new meaning and revolutionized the health-promoting industry. Purtier has numerous certificates and documents that allow the product to be placed on the market as a dietary supplement. Among others, the FDA certificate of the American ISO 9001 Certification Authority, i.e. Certificate of Quality for both production processes and distribution processes of GPL, which is a good production structure. The product has NZFSA pharmacological standards, the so-called New Zealand GIS food certificate, which is recognized worldwide. The product is also registered on the Polish market in the Chief Sanitary Inspectorate. To understand the processes occurring in the body with Purtier therapy, let's start by explaining what a cell is. A cell constitutes the basic functional unit of any living organism. There is no life without a cell. In order to serve its functions, each cell must have access to normal nutrients, such as amino acids, fatty acids, macro and micro elements, vitamins in natural form, plus oxygen and water. With these components, a few million biochemical processes occur in each cell every second, which allow, for example, to remove toxins and communicate with other cells. If we provide our cells with all necessary ingredients, then they will be healthy and live long. And this in turn is going to result in healthy tissues, organs, systems, and the entire body. We could say that the body is only as healthy and strong as its cells. Unfortunately, today the foods available for consumption have low-value ingredients compared to those from 50 years ago, but they abound in a huge amount of environmental toxins and additives. And even society eating abundant meals is unable to properly nourish its cells. As a result, people become increasingly weaker and more susceptible to various types of maladies and diseases. Therefore, it is worth using supplementation, properly selected natural ingredients, prepared to achieve the phenomenon of comprehensive synergy, are able to ensure the proper operation of our cells. Thus, the cell constitutes the basic building block of our body. What is a stem cell? It is a cell that has not yet taken the form of a specific tissue. It is a primary, non-specialized cell with great potential for duplication, self-replication, and possessing the unique ability to differentiate, meaning create different types of tissues. Each of us has stem cells. In adult humans, they are specialized. That is to say, skin stem cells will form the skin and the stem cell of another tissue, e.g. liver will form the liver. Stem cells, which are found in the fetus, possess different properties. At the very beginning, we have a zygote, which is a fertilized egg. This cell divides into 2, 4, 8, 16. And these 16 cells have unique properties. This is because they are not yet specialized. This means that they can create any cell of an adult organism. It is these cells that divide to form tissues. Tissues build organs. The organs form systems, and the whole fully formed organism. These types of stem cells are found in the placenta, marrow, and the velvet of the antlers of a red deer. Purtier therapy uses stem cell extract. This extract has a very high potential to regenerate the cells of the human body. In the Purtier therapy, a key element to get the extract are stem cells obtained from the placenta of the red deer from New Zealand. Therefore, there is no moral and ethical conflict. This is an animal recognized in all cultures of the world. The deer appears in legends, myths, and fairy tales. From the beginning of mankind's existence, it stood for strength, fertility, and masculine fitness. And in mythologies and many stories, the deer is a kind of bridge to the mystical world. A deer is an animal whose body produces enzymes that protect against harmful microbes and toxins. Alpha Laboratory has developed a special procedure for the in vitro collection and multiplication of stem cells in huge quantities, using the most advanced technology. The company has been distinguished multiple times and received an award for humanitarian impact on the vision of the world. The material for obtaining extracts found in therapy Purtier comes from the front parts of the placenta, or are obtained from the antlers of a New Zealand red deer. With no harm to the doe, only a small part of the placenta is taken, and the doe eats it to receive all necessary substances and strengthen itself after birth. Just as a male deer eats their velvet to strengthen against fighting and rutting, the velvet is a living blood-filled tissue, and antlers have a velvety coating, which is shed annually by deer. The extract contains many various substances, including nucleotides, i.e. basic building blocks, which build on nucleic acids in all living organisms, also those simpler ones like bacteria, insects, or plants. These are the same nucleotides, and their threes, or codons, encode the same amino acids. Amino acids are another component of the extract. There are 20 essential amino acids and a few extras in the world of animals and mammals. Amino acids bind together to form peptides that are the basic building blocks of organisms. Fibroblast growth factors are an entire family of specific proteins. They play a key role in processes differentiating multiple cells and tissues, which results in developing an embryo. These factors stimulate our stem cells, these non-specialized ones, to reproduce. Their number decreases with time, which is, among other things, the reason for aging. Growth factors, among other things, stimulate our body to produce its own non-specialized stem cells. Scientific research has shown that the application of growth factors stimulates the body's natural repair processes, thus reversing the cell's aging process. The velvet extract involved in Purtier therapy also contains several valuable revitalizing substances, and all elements necessary to build a healthy adult organism. The composition of Purtier therapy includes many elements that are responsible for oxygenating cells, correct handling of resources in tissues, and all the nutrients that cause biochemical processes to occur, including minerals, elements, vitamins, amino acids, and fatty acids. All this in a bioabsorbable form. Components of Purtier therapy are responsible for removing toxins and proper communication between cells. Purtier capsules are a fantastic supplement that provides all the most important ingredients to stimulate our own stem cells, to be built in the best way foreseen by nature. All nutrients used in the Purtier therapy are highly concentrated and use the synergy effect. This means that the right combination of ingredients gives much better therapeutic results than the separate intake of the same components in large quantities. The natural 5-layer capsule shell is resistant to gastric acid. It dissolves in an alkaline environment. The small intestine has 3 separate parts: the duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Absorption occurs in the small intestine, more precisely in the intestinal villi. Cell extracts are absorbed precisely by them. Microstrands increase the surface for intestinal absorption. Its regeneration occurs. A slow division of one's own stem cell takes place in the cell membrane. The contents of the capsule are absorbed by the intestinal villi. Part of it is transported by the chylomicrons of bile to the liver. The entirety enters the bloodstream. Older cells are removed. They move as small particles and are transported by chylomicrons. The cells are attracted to each other, adhering to each other and replicating here. Thanks to this, the cell is regenerated and repaired. The end result consists in reversing the aging process. Traditional stem cell therapies are invasive and painful. They consist in collecting biological material from a donor, subjecting it to proper laboratory treatment, followed by injecting it into the organ for regeneration. Unfortunately, such therapies are often unreliable or their effect is short-lived. In the case of Purtier therapy, we avoid these burdensome procedures because with these capsules, the body receives stimulating factors for independently creating own non-specialized stem cells capable of repairing every tissue in the body. They are fully functional and live longer. Purtier therapy is not a medicine. It is a preparation that supplements nutritional deficiencies at every functional level. It is a bodily tool for activating processes of self-repair. This means that our own stem cells would be replacing the damaged and not fully valuable ones in all tissues, starting from the ones that need it the most. Thus, our method gives such fantastic results. It is worth adding that tissues of our organs and systems of our body are renewed, giving a visible rejuvenation effect. Thus, we reverse the aging process. The basic Purtier therapy is prescribed for 6 months. The patient must then take 7 packages of the preparation. Each bottle contains 60 capsules. In the first month, the patient takes 2 capsules twice a day, 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening. From months 2 to 6, 1 capsule twice a day. It is important after taking the capsule to keep a 2-hour break from consuming fruits and fruit juices and not drink alkaline water with a pH above 7. This is to prevent them from dissolving in the stomach. Such therapy is beneficial for everyone. A person who wants to improve their body condition, rejuvenate themselves, support the immune system, reverse the aging process, and significantly improve their appearance. However, if we are dealing with people who for many years unwittingly have allowed the emergence of serious dysfunctions, who for a long time took invasive preparations, struggle with difficult living conditions, then one therapy may prove insufficient. It is then necessary to reach for another dose of tools to regenerate our body. Purtier can be used during other therapies. Purtier therapy is available in several versions tailored to the regions of the world. The original product contains a security feature in the form of a chip and 5 QR codes, which are located in the closed bottom of the package. RIWAY controls 100% of the distribution. Purchase of the original product is only possible through a registered brand ambassador with an ID number, and receipt of the original product is possible only from authorized warehouses around the world. On its only licensed website, putierbe.com, the company clearly warns that it does not conduct mail-order sales and does not take responsibility for products purchased on the internet and other illegal sites advertising the product. In reference to the statement by Socrates, the physician treats, nature heals. We get a gift from the world of plants and animals that comes to our aid. The testimonies of people from around the globe taking the original Purtier product prove that the body regenerates, vital forces return, and degenerative processes are reversed. The effects of rejuvenation are clearly visible.
When we're feeling all old and gray, and I don't recognize my face, wrap me in that raggedy quilt you gave me on Christmas Day. When we feel like we've got both feet in the grave,